Welcome to the Final Expense Sales Academy, the hub for mastering the art of final expense life insurance sales. If you're looking to become a pro in the final expense industry, you're in the right place. My name is Kyle Williams, and I'm your host to go through the ins and outs of the final expense business, from tips to tricks to industry insights. We cover everything you need to close deals with confidence, provide true value to your clients, and become a better insurance agent. So hit that subscribe button and let's get started on elevating your sales game one video at a time. Hey guys, in this episode, we're going to talk about the 3 traits that make up every good insurance agent in the insurance business. So the 3 traits that I'm going to go over with today are the 3 that I've noticed in my experience of being developing insurance agents over my years is what is required for an agent to make it in our business. And so they need to possess these 3 traits. Now, I'm going to go over the 3 that are needed just to make it and be effective in the business. These are not the top performing traits. The top performers in our business possess these traits, but also some other ones too. So not everybody is wired to be an insurance agent and sell life insurance. It can be a very difficult job. For some of us who are made up this way, it's the easiest job in the world, but it's not that for everybody. There's a lot of nuances in the business, and it requires you to be able to work with people well. And some people just, quite frankly, aren't wired that way. So I'm going to talk about the 3 basic traits, and I will break down each one individually. So the 3 traits that are required to be a good insurance agent is, number 1 is you have to be able to talk to people effectively. Number 2 is you have to have a willingness to learn. And number 3 is you have to have a great work ethic. So these are the 3 traits that are required to make it as an insurance agent. That is the bare bones, the raw things that an agent has to possess. So I'm going to break down each one of them. So ability to be able to talk to people. So in final expense sales, as in any sales job, you have to be able to talk to people effectively. You have to be able to talk with them and hold a conversation and be engaging and effectively communicate with them. If an individual doesn't like talking to people and they don't hold a conversation well, it can be very difficult for them to be an effective life insurance agent. It doesn't differentiate on extrovert and introvert. A lot of times your introverts are actually better salespeople than extroverts because the introverts are better at just listening. It's not about extrovert and introvert. It's about the ability to be able to talk to people effectively. This is usually a God-given ability or talent. You can get marginally better at that, but as far as it's usually just a raw trait that an individual possesses. So number 2, willingness to learn. If an agent comes in already knowing everything, they can't learn anything because they're not willing to learn anything new. So as a result, they're not going to be able to pick up on the small details that are required to be able to make it in this business and be effective at it. And so what happens is they just simply don't make any sales, and it's hard for them to learn from their mistakes because they're not willing to learn from other people to pick up on where they messed up at. So I typically see this in agents who come in with prior sales background. They already feel like they know what sales is and what they should do and how they should react. And sales is sales, but in reality, every sector of business is different, and how you sell is different for each sector of sales across the different industries. So number 3, great work ethic. You can have the first 2, but if you're lazy, you will never make it in this business, especially being on a full commission job. You have to have a great work ethic. If you don't get up and go to work, if you don't work very hard, you're not going to get paid. So they can have all the skills and the ability in the world, but if they can't work, it just all goes to waste. So in our industry, what separates the top people from the middle of the pack to the bottom of the pack is usually work ethic. It's the easiest thing that everybody has control over, but some people just can't get up and go like the others. So to be able to produce at a high level, you have to work. I mean, it's, as I said just a second ago, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't put it to work, it doesn't do anything. So without work, there's no production. So these are the 3 basic traits that an individual must possess to make it as an insurance agent. Now, what separates the top performers from the middle of the pack to the bottom of the pack, those are different traits. But these are just the 3 raw traits that you can start by looking for in agents. If you're looking at trying to recruit them, do they possess these traits? Do they show a history of possessing these traits? And this will help you as far as a first litmus test to see if they can be able to make it in the business. So I hope this helps you as far as looking for agents to work with you. If you have any questions, comment below. Be sure to subscribe and to catch all our latest content. If you receive something valuable here in this episode, be sure to share it on social media, share it with your friends, and be sure to comment and tell us what your favorite part of this episode was. And we'll see you in the next episode.